overall, I think the main overarching question about like thingy, not Game of Thrones, House of Dragons, is like centered around like the queen, bro.
Okay.
Her like them taking away the throne from her, bro. How do you feel about that shit, bro? And them like trying to like force someone else.
That shit.
And the confusion that the father actually made by being like, how do you name all your sons the same fucking thing, bro?
Yeah, that shit was like, madness,
bro.
That shit was crazy, bro.
Dog, that shit pissed me off.
Like when I was watching like that especially that scene, where the king is like in bed and he's lying sick, and then, you know, his last ever words is like, yo, let's just call that nigga Tommy. I forgot his name. It's like yo,
Tommy Shelby.
We talking about Peaky Blinders. What's going on?
He's like, what's that?
Yeah, bro. It's like, Tommy's gonna be king. No, because remember, it was going back to the prophecy.
Yeah,
of the nigga that's gonna like fight the night king and all that.
What? Yeah.
So they're like, okay, like Thomas Shelby's gonna kill the Night King
by order of the Peaky Blinders.
Damn, imagine that.
That'll be fine, low key. Together,
literally, like, yo. So it was crazy how in that moment I was watching that shit, and then I saw the wife, how she was so desperate to believe that the king was referring to her son,
bro.
And I was like, oh, this bitch is about to pop off,
bro. And the son didn't even want the throne. That's the thing that got me pissed off, because he was like, nah, nigga, because that nigga was a waste man, bro.
Yeah,
that nigga was a waste man, bro.
Useless, bro.
Bro, and the thing about it is that like how they like try to push her away, Rhaenyra, and like not make her the queen, even though they all swore an oath to like make her the queen.
That was mad,
bro. And now as soon as the nigga died, now we say because that nigga was here, you know what I'm saying? That nigga a bit like, you know what I'm saying, a bit cuckoo. So like
come on, bro.
Like it's like, yo, bro. And the ones that didn't want to switch, they were like, yo, bro.
So it just goes to show like families have like their own bullshit,
bro. Like,
everyone's pushing like their own agendas,
bro. But I won't lie. The way this shit's popping off though.
Yeah, it's heating up,
bro.
But talk about like the queen for those sake, bro. What's her name? Rhaenyra,
Rhaenyra,
bro.
How about her character? She calm, bro. She calm. Like low key, she's calm. Cool. She thingy. And she's a bit devious and mysterious and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing of
damn. I thought the first thing you were gonna say is like, yo, thought she for the streets.
Nah. Nah. That's how that night nigga feels, bro. Excuse me, bro. That nigga was so. I thought that nigga was so touched. He even switched sides on her, dog. I'm like, yo, bro. Just because the chick said no.
Come on.
Damn, dog. You don't have to be that bitter, bro. That nigga's like, nah.
Yo, but you know, for me, the funniest shit, was like when she gave birth. Like when she gave birth, and like everybody in that family has white hair, but then all the kids are black hair.
That's what I'm thinking about that, bro.
I was like, nah,
bro. Like all the kids has like brown hair and shit.
Like just to show, like, yo, how a woman will like gaslight you. She's still trying to play it off, like, nah, like, no, these are my kids. These are my kids. And, you know, they have every right to. Where everyone was like, But it's crazy how, like, as the show, you know, kept going, you started seeing, like, a division.
Yeah.
You know, like, we touched on it now, but now you start seeing, like, the two sides. But what's, like, even funnier is how the kids have beef.
Yeah.
You know, like, going back to it, that ish, bro. I don't know these people's names. I keep forgetting. But like where the one kid stole the other kid's dragon. Yeah, and then he got touched.
No, it stole the lady that died's dragon.
The lady that dies dragon.
Yeah, the biggest dragon type shit.
The biggest dragon, yeah.
Damn, do you see the ending? The way that guy killed that nigga, the one that thingy.
It was a mistake.
Yo, with the dragon, dog. I was like, yo, bro, that dragon is big though. The way just. I was like,
nah, the cinematography was crazy.
Bro,
I think the one dragon was flying.
Yeah.
And then above that dragon, you just see this huge ass thing. You're like, huh?
Dog, you see a wing fly, you're like, oh.
Dog. Nah, that shit was cool. But isn't it crazy how in that moment he knew he fucked up?
Bro,
like in that moment he was like, Bro, what have I done?
All he wanted to do was just taunt. That's why I'm waiting for season 2, bro.
Yes,
I won't lie, I'm hyped for season 2, bro. Because all he wanted to do was just like taunt the nigga and be like, nah, I got a bigger dragon.
Yeah.
And shit. Like, just, you know, put some fear into your enemy type shit. Then his dragon gets pissed because the little dragon kept like shooting like fire on it and scratching it.
Yeah.
Then the shit like, you know what?
Nah, man. That's when you understood like there's literally levels, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you see, even in dragon world, like there's little dragons and then there's like the big dragons,
dragon, bro.
Yeah,
so I'm just like, I'm actually looking forward to like season 2 because I feel like season 2 is just madness.
I think it's gonna take off.
Yeah,
like,
and that's what we've all been waiting for. That whole thing of like fights and all that thing. Cause like the way it started was a bit slow. I won't lie, bro. If you're not like a strong viewer, you would probably like.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask, like, do you think the fact that Game of Thrones was such an amazing series, like they had a lot of like credits in the bank, in that like, okay, you trust the writers and you trust that you know what, long term, this shit will pay off. Was that like going into like?
Yeah, I literally had that like kind of like mindset. If I were to rate this thing, if I'm being honest with you, towards the end, I had a solid 9. Close to a 10. Even the way they ended shit, the dragon coming out when they knighted the king and all that shit, her disagreeing. She could have burned that nigga, but she decided nah. Bro, do you know the type of power is like, yo, I can kill you right now, but I'm deciding not to.
Well, you told him about when the other king was like about to be knighted, and then she merged underground. I forgot what the old lady's name is. She merged underground. Everyone's like, yo, scattering and shit. And then she looks. And then all the dragon does is like that. Dog, and then niggas like, yo. Shook, bro.
Bro.
But like the series would have ended right there and there.
That would have been sad, bro. But that shit was epic, bro. And then she flew away, bro. So now I'm just like, yo.
Who do you think right now is the stronger house going into season 2? Like,
actually that should have been the question, the opening question. Like, what side, what team are you like staying with, bro? What team do you back?
I feel like this is kind of like obvious. I'm going with RHAENYRA.
RHAENYRA.
And you?
Why? Is it because of like the moral type shit where it's like she owns the shit?
I think it's a moral thing where it's like, she's kind of like it to the throne.
But if you're talking power, though,
she deserves it.
If you're talking power, though.
If you're talking power, I'm trying to think about the other side, bro. Like who do they have? They've got the huge ass dragon.
The huge ass dragon.
Then they've got obviously like the queen mother. And then like his advisor. I'm just trying to think of like the main characters.
Yeah. Then they got like the Lannisters and shit. Because remember, remember in Game of Thrones, the Lannisters actually become a big family, like a strong ass family.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
And also they were also trying to like get other families to join them type shit. Because remember, that's how that little kid died.
I was about to say. So do you think in season 2, we're gonna start seeing like
a divide?
I
feel like that's where
Starks are gonna be here, the Lannisters are gonna be.
I feel like that's where people start like teaming up,
picking sides.
Because it's now like, yo, I'm taking Japper with me. Oh, nah, I'm taking Single with me. I'm taking this. So when you start taking your homies, you take your homies in. That's where the fight's gonna happen. So I feel like equally balanced. They might have more dragons, right? RHAENYRA might have like more dragons and all that shit. But then I think they might be stronger because like they have the bigger dragon, and then they also have a couple of
resources. They've got men.
Exactly, and they also got like a couple also other dragons that could also join them too.
Oh shit!
Type shit. So that's the only thing. But then on RHAENYRA's side, they also have like they Lord of the Sea. And apparently the sea is very important and like they're very strong. So it's very tricky, dog. That's why I'm like, yo, it's epic, bro. It's going down.
I can't lie.
It's going down. That's why I say solid 9, bro. You?
Okay. You said towards the end it's a solid 9.
Yeah, towards the end.
Overall, like you have to include the beginning episodes.
Okay, overall,
does it bring the 9 down a little bit?
8.5. We can say
8.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my favorite number.
I'm
gonna give it an 8. Like, listen, I think the storyline is actually quite strong. You know, because I trust the writers in like, you know, allowing the storyline to actually develop into like an epic war or whatever. So I have faith in that. But I think back to what you were saying, where it's like there's very little moments that keep you engaged. Like in Game of Thrones, bro, anyone could die any day, like any episode, bro. It was cha. You get what I'm trying to say? Whereas like with this one, you know, I felt in the beginning it felt like a soapy with dragons. You know, like like literally died. You know, but then you know as it got towards the end, that's when you start seeing, you know, the different cliques. So I think I'm gonna give it a solid 8, bro.
Solid 8. Oh,
solid 8. Yeah.
You actually mentioned something. 2 points actually. You mentioned 2 points. 1 point about like how does niggas age.
Like, oh yeah, that threw me off actually, because like when you're watching it, I always felt like I skipped an episode or two, because you're like, this nigga's like 20, and then the next episode like 45.
How sweet.
You're like, huh? Like, am I?
But I was like, the only nigga that really aged the most was the king, job.
Yeah, the king was showing his age.
Damn, they killed that. I want like with the props and the makeup and shit. They killed that.
It was
shit.
dope. Yeah, it was dope.
And I think the second point that you also raised is like, damn, I wonder how tough the war was for the dragons to decide, fuck it, we're killing ourselves. I actually want to see that.
That's mad, bro.
I want to see that. That's like,
mad.
Yo, to what point do they feel like, yo?
Because you know, like the beginning of Game of Thrones, it started off with no dragons. They just had the eggs.
Exactly.
You know, so it's crazy to think like, damn, all these dragons literally fucking died. Bro. You know, But just quickly on the king, bro. Like, talk about like his love for his daughter, because he was dying, you know, and then his daughter came to visit him, and then that scene we actually just spoke about where
Tom Shelby.
when the nigga was like, keep my wife's name.
He's
I'm trying to say. But like in that moment, like they were already they were questioning the credibility of his son. Because everyone was like, guys, like, come on, like you can tell, you know, this is not the real dad.
You all got eyes, you know what I'm saying?
But then the king pulled up in that moment and was like, no, I declare that these sons, you know, they the rightful heirs.
To save her and
to save for the throne. So like talk about that, just like as a father-daughter relationship type.
I won't lie to you, I was low-key disappointed with the father-daughter relationship, because you could tell like this nigga really wanted an heir in a sense of like a boy.
Oh yeah. And I feel like I got that in the beginning as well.
And I feel like that really fucked up the relationship, bro. Because imagine having a kid and the whole time you're telling the kid, damn, you should have been a boy. Like, yo, bro.
How must the kid feel, bro?
Yeah, bro, like, and then now, because I can't get a kid, it's like, I can't get a boy, it's like, might as well just make you a king, you know what I'm saying? We've never had a female king, we've only had it once, but,
it's like, I
mean, you hear, so now, when her friend dates her father now, and gets a male kid, she feels that sense of like a threat, because it's like, yo, he finally got what he really wanted, because he really didn't want me. So from the jump, I saw that shit was really fucked up. That's why I was like, okay, cool. Him coming to save the day was like him low-key apologizing for the shit that he did.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Got you.
It was low-key like, yo, I'm sorry for like putting that amount of pressure on you and looking down on you and all that.
And he came in clutch, I won't lie, bro.
He did.
Because at that moment it was shy. Like everyone was like, those kids aren't yours, 1, 2, 3, you know, you out of here. Bro. Type shit, So
that was I saw that situation. But also at the same time, it's just like seeing how like messed up their like relationship was from the jump was just crazy. Even like the decisions that the father took to like even have a male kid, like cutting the mother up.
Sacrifice the mom.
That shit crazy.
Quickly, what would you do in that situation? Like your wife is having birth complications, and you have to pick between the newborn baby.
Shit. Wait, do I have a kid or I don't have a kid? Because not having a kid is even complicated.
You have a kid.
Damn.
You have to pick between your wife.
Wait. Okay, wait. Break the scenario down. If they kill the kid, right? She can have another kid, or like the womb is child. Because if the womb is child, it's
she can have another kid.
She can have another kid. Yo, well, I mean, she can always give birth to another kid, so I'll keep her.
You keep her, yeah.
But if the womb is like, I'll keep the kid.
You keep the kid.
I won't lie to you, bro.
I think same.
Yeah,
Because especially if you've been trying for a really, really long time.
Yeah,
it gets tricky.
Bro, it gets like really, really tricky, bro.
Yeah.
You'll be like, damn. But I won't lie, he was faced with like a tough decision. People put him pressure. Because also like...
His advisors.
Yeah, bear in mind he's also like the king. So you have to like have an heir, and there's those pressure from like niggas like...
To
guys,
protect your
name.
your name, your legacy.
Yeah, you know how like guys put pressure on you, like, dog, you need to have a male kid. Like, and I was like, yo, shit. And it's like all that pressure just like got to him, and he just like made like a rash decision. And it's just like,
do you think that's where like being prideful as a nigga comes from?
Yeah.
Like the idea that as a nigga, like, I want to have so many kids. It comes from wanting your surname to keep going on and on and on and on, and your legacy to keep going on.
I feel like that's...
Do you think that same pressure exists today?
Yeah, it does though. It does. I feel like it does when you look at like a lot of families that have like a lot of female... this sounds messed up, but like think about it in a sense where like if the family starts off with a lot of like daughters, right? And then they finally get like a son or two, and then they stop having kids. That, in my opinion, looks like a family trying to have like a male son but failing to have a male son. So then they try by all means. That's why you get like a lot of families that have like 18 kids and all. And I'm not saying that's like that's the initial cause for like having a big family. But then for some guys it's like, let's say for example the first kid that you have is like a daughter. Second kid that you have is like twin daughters. Now it's like, damn. Now another kid, it's a daughter again. Then when you eventually get a son, that's when you see some niggas, they stop. They're like, you know what, cool. Damn, this is chill. And I feel like it's still a part and parcel of like a lot of like places now, or like a lot of times now. That's why even when you ask some niggas, they always like, I want to carry my name or I want to carry my legacy. Whereas it's like, you could show like all your kids that same love. From the jump, you know what I'm saying? Because even if you have a daughter, like let's say you just have a daughter and you just wanted one kid, and it's a daughter. Bro, just show that kid love and then move on, you know what I'm saying? But then people feel like, yo, I need to actually get my name out there. I need a son. So they keep trying. That's why you get like those big ass like numbers. Like they have a whole squad now, bro. Soccer team, my G. They could have a whole soccer team, bro.
Boy.
And then eventually get a boy. Then they're like, okay.
Does that matter to you? Like,
I feel like that.
Do you want a son specifically?
Oh, me? Nah.
You don't.
Nah, with a son, bro. Like I'm even cool with that, bro. That's why it's one of those situations where it's like, whatever happens, you know.
Whatever happens.
Yeah. But I have 2 kids. I'm saying.
Hey, when things are expensive.
Kids are
expensive.
Hey, dog. Bro, not only that, but at the same time, I also want my kids to have like someone to talk to and chill with, type shit.
Oh yeah.
Don't want to just have one kid.
Oh yeah.
I look at those kids and I'm like, like it must have been boring or something. I don't know, cause like there's a lot of like beef or some shit like that. Like maybe 2 kids, 3. Yeah. Then you call. You?
Nah, same, bro. Yeah. Nah, same. Like to me, whether it's a son or daughter, honestly doesn't matter. And I don't feel that same pressure like niggas did like back in the day.
Yeah.
They want, to have a son.
Yeah.
So the surname keeps going on the family.
But now I'm just picturing. Imagine you were that generation that killed the family name. That's a bit sad, bro.
That's cold, bro.
That's a bit sad.
It ends with you.
You, dog.
Like, you're the last, like, Iweka. Like, dog. Because obviously your daughter's with nigga and man.
Bro.
Now you're going to change
the surnames. But you're the last one.
It's
so that's sad, bro. That's low-key sad, bro.
It is what it is, man. Yeah, it's a wrap from us, guys.
Yeah, being talking.
From your boy, Young Marvy.
And your boy, G Mako.
And this is Who Shot This. Pow, 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 pow.
Let's go.